Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he stopped immediately there.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky, and he finds his tight end, Graham. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
17-yard line.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Number 80, Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. On the carry, it's Barton. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Number 30.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score. It's 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Kickoff for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they get the ball moving again.
See if they can do it here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
Still wonder why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Lions 7.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw complete, Trubisky to Miller, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Trubisky's pass.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For T.J. Hawkinson.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fielded just inside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, 53 yards. As the Bears push further out in front.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford got a man. That's Allison. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He was calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And this one is right down the middle. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Lions 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The tackle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 40.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019, over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Bears.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Caught out left side by Robinson. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Bears first down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go.
Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing. Take care of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham on on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Devin Funchess, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to the opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Trubisky. This will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete to
Allen Robinson. 44 yards. And the Bears add on. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019. So a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap. But that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Him in stride. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well in the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
For the Bears.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Got a man, that's Allison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Down at the 35-yard.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Good for a Lions.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Stafford on 1st down. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Stafford, middle of the field to Allison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 43. Throwing again is Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Third and 2. Stafford. Open man is Allison complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on third and 2. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To the air again, Stafford. The man is Galladay complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a line first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Rush coming and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Kerryon Johnson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Complete.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down, but congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed it.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25.
The 23-yard
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release, where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong, usually, for one person to handle.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.